You want to implement a mechanism to determine if the requester is a human or a machine. So right in front of us, we have AWS WAF, Web Application Firewall running. And in front of us here, we have Web ACL, Web Access Control List, and we have selected a region Singapore. So in this case, we're going to protect a specific application load balance. So let's go ahead and click on the WordPress ACL. So once you click in, you get into the landing page right here. And of course, I mentioned earlier to you that we've associated with an AWS resource. Well, don't believe me? Let's go ahead and click on the associated AWS resources. So once you clicked on it, you can see right here, WordPress ALB. So this is an application load balancer type. And likewise, you can create all these condition statements, rules to begin the protection of application load balancers, all right, to protect API gateways and your CloudFront distributions, as well as your app sync. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on the rules. So this is the place where we are going to enable AWS WAF CAPTCHA to help us determine whether it is a human or it is a machine on the back end. So now what we're going to do is to add a rule to inspect when someone goes to a login page of our WordPress site. We can begin the process of determining whether they are a human or a machine. So let's go ahead and click under Add Rules. So click under Add Rules, and what I'll do now is add my own rules and rule groups. So I'll go under Rule Builder right here, and of course you can see we have the rule name. All right, so I'll enter a name, all right, login checker, and we have the matches of the statement. So in this case, I'm going to select the following. All right, we will enter the URI path, and we can see the following right here. All right, match type. All right, it has the starts with string. We enter /wp-login, okay? And right at the bottom, you can see here under action, what we want to do is to select CAPTCHA so that we can determine whether it is a human or machine. So CAPTCHA will then pop up, and the user has to complete the challenge in order to get a session ID, and upon which they will be able to get a token and access into the site. So you can see right here, specify how long a CAPTCHA token can be used after it's created. So in this case, we have 300 seconds. So we'll be able to get the CAPTCHA token after the challenge has been completed. Click Add Rule. All right. So once you click under Add Rule, as you can see here, you successfully updated the Web ACL, WordPress ACL. Click Save. Right. That's it. We're done. Right. And in this case, we have now rolled out and permeated our rule and our control into the application load balancer to protect the content management system or the website on the back end. So now, of course, the question is, how can we determine that we are really protecting the site? So what I can do now is do a refresh against the DNS. All right, so in this case, we can go over into the URI. And what I can do now is enter /wp-login.php. All right, hit enter on this, and you can see the following. Let's confirm you are human. So what we're going to do now is go to the top right corner, all right, click on the web developer, click on the network. Okay, so I'm going to show you what's going on the back end. So let's go ahead and click begin. All right, so you can see here there's a challenge. Place a dot at the end of the car's path. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and place a dot right here and click submit. All right, and that's it. We're done. Okay, we have just managed to pass the CAPTCHA challenge. So what you can do now is go ahead and take a look at what's going on. So I can click under, say, 200. All right, and you can see right here at the bottom right side, we can see the following. Okay, so we have one, the WordPress test cookie, as well as AWS WAF token, all right, that has been issued to us inside cookie, which allow us now to be able to access the site. And remember earlier, we have 300 seconds as part of the immunity. So if you go back to AWS WAF right here, you go under the rules, all right, and if you look into the rule over here, you can see we have CAPTCHA and immunity time of 300 seconds. So this is how we can protect the website from possible intrusions and attacks from bad bots. As you can see right here, we want to clone the login page. So I do a wget to go into the login page. And what I do now is go ahead and hit enter. And you can see right here, error 405 not allowed because we did not manage to prove ourselves as a human requester. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, try it out onto your own AWS application load balancer, API gateway, or CloudFront distributions, and begin the enablement of it, blocking all these bad bots from being able to access into your sites directly, launching all sorts of attack payloads against your sites.